Welcome back. Today we are tackling 1D arrays. An array is a data structure that allows you to store multiple items of data under a single variable name. Before we write any code, we need to clear up a massive exam trap. In our Python editor, we use lists to act as our arrays. Python lists are very flexible, but for your OCR exam period, you must remember two strict rules about arrays. Number one, they can only store one single data type. You cannot mix text and numbers in the same array. Number two, they are fixed array lengths or static structures. This means once you set their size, they cannot shrink or grow. Here is player name. This is a single variable with a single string name. But underneath top scores, I'm just going to make this a bit bigger. Underneath top scores is a 1D array, one-dimensional array containing 5 integers. We use square brackets in Python to create it, separating each item with a comma. You can see each item has a comma. The number one reason students lose marks on array questions in paper 2 is forgetting how computers count. Humans start counting at 1. Computers start counting at 0. We call this being zero indexed. If you want to print the very first score in this array, I don't ask for item 1. We do this instead. Print, open bracket, top underscore scores, square bracket, and we put inside the square bracket 0. When we run this, it prints out 85. The number inside the square bracket is called the index. If you want to print the number 99, I can count along starting from 0, 0, 1, 2. So I put in number 2. And we can see it outputs 99. In paper 2, you might be asked to update a specific value inside an array. You do not need to rewrite the whole array. You just need to target that exact position you want to change using its index and assign a new value to it. For example, from 42, let's say we want to change it to 50. So what we could do, I'm gonna hashtag this out, comment it out, and I'm gonna write top scores, and then when we look at what location we want, so this is 0, this is 1, so we want location 1, and we're going to assign the value single equal sign. Remember, assigning, we use a single. Variable names and array names are on the left, and what we're assigning is on the right. When we're doing a comparison, we use two equal signs. And let's print out what is inside the whole of the array. We type in open bracket top underscore scores. Let's have a look. Press play. There we go. This is the new value inside the array. It's a 50. And we have modified a single value. Finally, let's look at the highest scoring skill, iterating through an array. The exam board loves asking you to loop through an array to print everything out or to add all the numbers together. To do this efficiently, we use a for loop. Let's get rid of this. We don't need this anymore. For scores in top scores, so it makes a new variable called score, and it goes through every item in the score and prints out score achieved, plus we are casting, which is converting the score to string. We need to do that because we can't combine a string to a number, so we convert it to a string before we output it. When we press play, it outputs every single item. For this loop, this for loop is very powerful. It automatically starts at index 0, We don't even need to write a range, and works its way through to the end of the array. The temporary variable score grabs the current value, prints it, and then loops repeatedly until you get to the end of the array. Notice we had to use str here. Yeah, like I mentioned, we had to concatenate, and to do that we have to convert it to string. Let's finish one more classic exam try adding all the numbers in an array together to get a total. I'm going to remove this one. So we're going to do total. We're going to initialize a variable to 0. This is where we're going to store our total in. For score in top underscore scores. Remember that we put a colon at the end. Indent total equals total plus score. So we're going through each item in the array and we're grabbing the score, a new variable, and storing each value in there. Then we add that to the total. Then we can at the end print. This is dedented outside of the for loop. Okay, so now we're going to try to concatenate a string to a number. Let's see what happens. It should give us an error. So the total is a number, and we're going to combine it together, and it tells us cannot concatenate a string and int. So we're going to cast it, which is we're going to convert this total into a string just for the output. And now it will allow us to concatenate, combine together. So that is casting. That's another skill you need to know for your exam. Press play. Now we can combine the text and the number together to concatenate. So in summary, we've done an array. An array is fixed. It cannot add to an array another number, but you can change an array based on its index. And we know index starts at 0. We've done a for loop to iterate through every item in the array using a temporary variable called score. Then we're adding the total together. Then we're printing the total out. We've dedented it, and we are casting the total into a string because you cannot concatenate a string to a number, and we've outputted the total. Practice for loops. You can create your own for loops, own arrays. Look at the website. There's loads of practice questions for you to do. Look at past papers, and there's questions for you to do. And then good challenge will be to add them all up and then or print them all out. That would be a good challenge for you to do. That's the end of this video. Good luck.